ITV, certainly the best.
Bustling Uselu market to get to know the current price of tomatoes and fresh pepper. We are done with the festive season. We are done with the Christmas celebration and the New Year celebration. So we are here to find out if the prices is still affected by the festive celebration. So come with us as we get to know the current price of fresh pepper and tomatoes. I am Stephanie Notoriwa.
Welcome to Market Survey, your weekly guide to the pulse of trade and daily living in Benin City. Contrary to expectations, the festive season did not record a sharp increase in the prices of some food items. For tomatoes and fresh pepper, prices remained relatively affordable, largely due to steady supply and moderate demand during the period. Now the festive celebrations are over, there has been a slight adjustment in prices. On this edition of Market Survey, we focus on tomatoes and fresh pepper, two everyday essential in Nigerian cooking, to find out how much they currently cost and what has influenced recent prices.
Now Christmas don't finish, New Year don't finish. So how tomatoes be? The price don't increase, I be still.
The price don't come down than as it be for Christmas and New Year. Don't still reduce now.
So how much na person they buy basket? How much are they buying now?
Basket before Benio na 90,000, 70, but now it's 50,000. Hausa now before 35, 30, 40, but now we dey see 25, we dey see 20, we dey see 30. Depends on the way the tomatoes be.
So this one now where you shade where they those baskets, how much they sell them?
We dey sell this one 5,000, 4,000. This one they sell 2,000, 1,500. Depends as we take buy. So we take the same.
But if you say it go come down past the way it day like this?
I'm not sure because it don't come down well. Don't come down well.
So what about fresh pepper?
Fresh pepper don't still come down. For Christmas, that small bag we dey buy am 50,000. But now we dey see 30,000, 17, 20. So everything don't come down.
So
now.
for shading of pepper now, if you see 200 naira.
Yes, now 200 naira a day. 500, but now we dey see 200, 500. Depends on how.
Okay, so like if they shade this kind of rubber for fresh pepper.
Who wants to use and buy? We still give them. Like this one, we feel give them 1,500 for fresh pepper.
So now the price where they now, if you say they fair enough, say may not reduce past this one.
If you reduce past this one, we go happy because that time now we go they sell. People they go feed, they buy tomatoes, buy pepper, they chop. As rice don't come down now, they will see money they buy both tomatoes, they eat rice. So we go they happy if even less past this one.
So as it less now, people they patronize where they
people still they buy small. You know say no, they're not they complain like that. You know say as Christmas don't finish, so money not too much day, so that they afford to buy them.
Christmas don't finish, New Year don't finish. So how the price for tomatoes?
Don't come down well. Yes, as before. Yeah. As at last year. Don't say come down well.
Yeah. How much they carry baskets now?
Small baskets. What they call them felele, we carry at 30,000 now, 25. Depends as it be. You will see some 20.
So how much I take carry before?
Before we dey carry am 50, 60. Before.
So these ones where you shade now for outside, like how much they sell them?
Like that one now, sell at 1,000 to 1,500.
Then what about fresh pepper? Fresh pepper still reduced for price.
Yes, cheap well.
But they just say why the TV still there now, say that because say heat still there. Say once they enter dry.
Yeah, all of them they melt. We not gree see harmattan. You don't see, and all of them melt. They melt anyhow. No, they feel sell. That's why they throw away. Now many. Like all this one now, I throw away. I want to go throw away them. That is spoil well. Cause no harmattan. Harmattan not gree come. You to say harmattan day now go dry a week. You not go see one breaking one.
And by that time you can't even still cheap because that is spoil.
Yes.
There was a pepper now. How much you take this shade the least amount of pepper?
Pepper with a shade 500. The person still coin say need 200. We'll still give her.
Okay. So pepper now pepper like the season now we dey. I be pepper see they spoil the way tomatoes they spoil now.
Pepper see they melt. They melt. See them now. I even they dry. This now perishable goods.
Yes.
Pepper don't come down. Before we dey buy this pepper, before that Christmas, we dey buy 50, 55, at times 45 as it is day. But right now we dey buy 20, at times 23, at times 25. That is maximum price. Then about tomatoes, it's okay by price. Then before tomatoes we dey carry 75, 85. Now we dey carry 50, 55, 45. That is Benin side. For Hausa side, 25, 22, 18. As it is day for baskets. And so now.
I guess say because in our heat now we will still day. That's why the price still be like that.
Yes, so now because I say na heat, so heat to say it's not day, say harmattan read day. Maybe for less past this one. So this heat period now, that make the price be like this. If to say real harmattan read day must for come down pass like this.
So how much they carry the tomatoes during Christmas and New Year?
Then we buy during Christmas and New Year I buy 75. I buy 85. That's why I say buy.
Pepper too still increase that time.
Increase I buy pepper 55, 50. Different of pepper like this one and a native. I buy 55. The Hausa, that is that big one. I buy that one 50,000. This one 55.
So this native one are expensive.
That expensive pass.
Nice.
Yes. Now it hot pass as per hot. Some people they will know they eat pepper. You go say no want anything they prepish. Go for that Hausa. You say if they like the scent.
But for this pepper, if you say go 50 corner pass this one. Pepper still heat still they affect them.
He see they affect pepper. Wait till affect tomatoes, they affect pepper. He see they affect them. But as far as they say maybe the pepper, whether if it come down past this one, you know say price they come, they go, they come, they go. You know your day stable. At times now if you say they just come market, they not see buyers. So if you say more just shona, may our money no waste. Now be done. Maybe the fish sell 18 like that.
Findings from the interview show that tomatoes and fresh pepper remain affordable during the festive season, largely because demand did not rise significantly. Steady supply from farming areas ensure that prices were kept within the reach of most households. In the post-festive period, prices have adjusted slightly downward as buying pattern remained calm and supply continued to meet demand. Traders say the absence of pressure buying has helped prevent sharp price increases. Overall, the interview revealed that affordability during and after the festive season has been driven more by balanced demand and steady supply than by temporary price spike.
How tomatoes price been? Now Christmas don't finish, New Year don't finish. The prices don't come down.
Yes, it don't come down.
So how much na affected they carry baskets before?
We buy basket, big basket, we buy 100. But now 60.
But they say different type of tomatoes there. So tell me the types and the amount when I say they buy them.
Like tomato na 60 we dey buy. sometimes you know say this our market dey go up and down. Sometimes we go buy 50, sometimes we go buy 60. Now but small basket now we bought it yesterday 25, 30.
So which
Before that small basket we bought am 40, 50. But now 25, 30.
So now they told me which
Now that told me na the market now.
yeah,
Yes, no.
Okay. What about fresh pepper? Fresh pepper still don't increase a bit.
Fresh pepper there that time but now it still drop.
Okay. So how much na say
We buy back that time big bag we buy 120, 100. But that big bag now we buy am 40. The small bag we buy am 20,000, 15,000.
So nah. I'm not say they preserve these tomatoes and fresh pepper because the last year where I come, they say the heat they make and they spoil on time. The things still they affect am now.
Yes, it dey break. In a matter never come out, but now this heat time the tomatoes dey break.
So what if heat not there again? If you say the prices go reduce past the way it dey.
If heat not dey again, say matter blow, tomato go come out well. Yes,
Then it go reduce.
e go still reduce.
So now at this price one I think they sell am now. If they ask you now say you want me this, whether the price go dey like this, you want me dey like this, I may still come down.
If e dey like this, we go happy now. Nobody will go buy there. May if drop out this one sef.
So if you want me to drop, like how much if you say sell baskets of tomatoes?
For big one, that big one, if they sell am 40, we can buy it. The small one, if they sell am 20, we can buy it.
What about fresh pepper?
Fresh pepper may still drop. If it still drop, say the price cheap, like 10,000, 8,000, we can like it like that.
Happy New Year, how the market?
We thank God.
So mama, how tomatoes be for market? It don't come down.
Tomatoes too, it don't come down well, but no buyer. They say they never come for travel. Before we will sell one basket finish, we had.
How much until they buy the basket before and how much until they buy?
That Christmas time we buy am 60,000, 100,000, 80,000. Now, it don't cheap. But no buyer. Don't cheap well.
So this one we shade. So how much did they sell?
This one 215.
Okay. 215 for this one.
15. This one, this one 500. For one shade.
What about fresh pepper?
Fresh pepper don't still cheap. We buy am for Christmas a bag. We buy a bag for 35,000, 40,000. Now 12,000, 10,000, 11,000, 15, 17. Don't cheap, but no buyer.
They say they get different type of tomatoes. Which one there pass for the tomatoes? Now we say
This one, I be better tomatoes.
What they call am?
This one I Tommy. Oh, from June, that one will take come out. That one I water. This one a better tomato. Don't see am.
What got the difference between this tomato and the ogege?
This one they thick for stew. They thick well. That one a water. Okay.
Which one they sweet? They say one.
Now this one I they sweet pass.
Okay, so now the price that they sell these tomatoes and fresh pepper now, you say it don't cheap.
Don't cheap, but no buyer.
What if you say be the cost? If you say people not come they buy.
I don't know whether they need do Christmas finish. Maybe after next week now where workers don't start, everything go
Calm down.
yes.
Fresh pepper don't dare be, don't come down.
Don't come down.
As Christmas finish so.
Yes.
How much I say they carry basket before the bag?
Before they carry am 50,000. But now we dey carry am 30, 25. That's how we take the
So
buy
this one
now.
wey you shade now, how much?
Na for 500.
This one like this one at 500.
Yes.
Even this one.
Yes, for 500.
So how much they get the one that they shade put for like baskets?
Okay, no, not be basket, rubber. No say, now depends of the rubber. Sometimes 8,000, 5,000, 7,000.
Different of
Depends.
fresh pepper dey.
Yes. This one are native. House still do. And so take the
So the native and the outside, which one dey pass?
na native. Because na native it is.
So this one dey so na native.
Yes.
How much I say they carry the outside one for bag?
Now we dey carry 15,000. Before we dey carry 45,000.
That's for the outside one.
Yes, before, but now I don't fall.
Okay. So what about the native?
Native now bless na 30,000 now. Because don't see for before na 50,000.
Why native come expensive pass outside one?
Because now this one I dey pepper pass. I make am. Because this one many people still like pass outside.
So apart from Hausa and native, no that type of pepper. Now let that to na your day.
Pass Ishobo. Because that one not the pepper. Because they make just tomatoes and steam.
So which work you can't do if you not the pepper? Shobo.
Because they make the stew they fine. If you put I go make them fine red. Now I make and they add and join pepper and tomatoes.
But they still say the Hausa will not do the pepper like that.
You know why? Because many people know they too much they like that pepper one. Because now people they buy that Hausa small. I make them. Some people they not they too much they like this native. Yes.
So that means the native pepper pass the Hausa.
Yes.
They make the natives did there pass the Hausa.
Yes.
So the price now when I say they buy the bag now for markets. So you feel say the deficit still reduce past the way it did.
Yes, times still they will still it was still less.
Like how much if you say maybe they sell now?
I know say no be because I don't feel just a guess. No say until when you go read there, now you go know the price of the and whether that's the less.
So if they say may you give price, like how much if you say they'll fit the seller?
Now they still they said 12, 10. But this one I see the dear pass.
We've come to the end of today's edition of Market Survey and we've got to know the current price of fresh pepper and tomatoes. We are done with the festive season and now we are back to reality. So now we understand that prices of tomatoes and fresh pepper, they've reduced compared to how it was sold during the festive season because of the festive rush and celebration. So now it is quite affordable in the market. And that's the end of today's edition of Market Survey. And I am Stephanie Notoriuwa. Thank you so much for staying tuned.
Alọ́lọ́wọ́ àrùnwò. Tó ní kẹrẹ kú yóò gbé o. Ẹwà ẹ̀dọ̀ tọ̀rẹ̀ tó ẹ̀tọ́ ní kẹrẹ kú yóò gbé o. Orí ọba ní ká.
ITV, certainly the best.
Oṣòdì aṣáájú ẹ̀ abẹ́rẹ́ tó pẹ́ ẹ̀. Ọ̀yọ́ bá dọ́gí ẹ̀ ọba àdọ́gba ẹ̀. Ọ̀dọ̀ yẹ̀ ọ́ dọ́gí ẹ̀ ọba àdọ́gba ẹ̀. Ẹgbẹ̀júwà.
It's always a delight to have you join us on the program Politics Today on Independent Television and Radio. And today we'll begin the show as always by looking at some of the stories we are following in the political scene. The African Democratic Congress has formally welcomed the publisher of Ovation magazine and former presidential aspirant Chief Dele Momodu into its fold. Momodu officially joined the opposition coalition on Thursday ahead of the 2027 general election. During his declaration in Benin City, the state capital, Momodu pledged to collaborate with like-minded Nigerians to rescue and reposition the country. Okay, more coming into the ADC fold in the build-up to 2027. Let's look at other stories that we are following as we get the conversation on course. A Rivers State High Court in Port Harcourt has issued an interim injunction restraining the State Assembly from going ahead with its impeachment proceedings against Governor Siminalayi Fubara and his deputy Ngozi Odo. Justice F.A. Feberesima gave the ruling on Friday while granting motions ex parte in the two suits filed by Governor Fubara and Mrs. Odo, a professor. The two separate suits filed by the governor and his deputy were marked in suit number OYHC/7/CS/2016 and OYHC/6/CS and 4/2016. The 27 lawmakers, including the Speaker of the House, Martin Amahole, the Clerk of the House, and the Chief Judge, were listed as defendants in the suits. Okay, more for you on this segment of the show. Let's quickly look at other stories that we're following. Abba Abubakar is the son of former Vice President and 2023 People's Democratic Party presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar has formally defected from the PDP to the ruling All Progressives Congress APC, pledging to work for the re-election of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027. The defection was also announced on Thursday at the National Assembly. The father is in ADC and the son is in APC. Well, we never can tell where our bread will be buttered ultimately. So let's have the child here and have the parents here. Anyway, so crazy. Let's look at other stories as we begin to call it a wrap on this segment of the show. Osborne Umahi, son of the Minister of Works, David Umahi, on Friday picked the All Progressives Congress APC chairmanship nomination and expression of interest form for the Ohazara local government area of Ebonyi State. Osborne, the first son of the minister, was escorted to the party secretariat in Abakaliki by a crowd of supporters. Okay, turning into a family business. Anyway, that's on the lighter side. Welcome on board the program this lovely, lovely Saturday morning. We'll begin our conversation from Rivers State, or with the Rivers State issue. That's the latest development, and it looks like, in a sense, the impeachment move against Siminalayi Fubara, His Excellency, the Governor of Rivers State, is not really going as planned. What could be responsible? Even before the court ruling came out on Thursday, we heard from very reliable sources that the presidency was really not cool with what is happening in Rivers State. I've got my good friend here, Collins Amadi Osangai, civil society activist, politician, public affairs analyst, joining me. Collins, thank you for coming on the program.
Sanju, good morning. Nice having you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Fantastic. Okay, now let's look at the Rivers issue. For many, analysts, some people, it was probably going to be a railroad in impeaching Governor Siminalayi Fubara. Would you say that his joining the APC is not a twist or the magic wand that has kept him in place as governor of Rivers State in spite of the impeachment threat?
Thank you very much. Again, good morning, viewers and listeners. I don't want to take it in that manner because this is not the first time the Rivers legislature have tried to correct the wrong of the governor. They have tried over the time to see how they can collaborate, as government is all inclusive. But unfortunately, it has not been like that. with Rivers' style of governance, especially with Governor Fubara's style of governance. But however, the first time they tried, there is always this intervention coming in. And now he has run to the court. I know that the court does not have right to even give such an injunction. First, you can't hold nothing on nothing. No one has been served. You are preempting. Someone have just been told that, oh, gross misconduct. First, you're supposed to have submitted your appropriation budgets since between November and December. Now we are entering February. You have failed to do this. So many a time the House have called you to come and answer questions. They are the checkmates of the executive. Take it or leave it. You don't need to like the face of the person. It may be your younger brother, maybe your houseboy's son that is there. Don't use that eye to look at the person and say, oh, these ones I was feeding yesterday. Like we hear the governor say the other time, that these ones I used to give money. You don't say that. There is not separation of power. Everyone is doing his or hers. So allow them to function, and you also function in your own capacity. So when you begin to undermine them because there were too much familiarity yesterday, or because you saw them as once a beggar, or as once your houseboys, and you now think based on that you are bigger than them. Now why are you running? We also heard him say the other time that it wasn't on fresher and more interesting, even now that he's not a governor. His mind has left, he's no more there. But now you are running to the court to come and help you salvage. All this necessary? After the intervention of major stakeholders in the last episode that just ended, to the extent you guys have to start flying outside this country using taxpayers' money to do reconciliation. People who never intended to become billionaire became billionaire because Fubara is creating problem and quarreling with his people, which is not necessary. Or the money you have started spending now, if you had added it, assumingly based on your own budget, if you have added it for them to do their constituency project, the governor also have what it takes to do a re-oversight on legislature. If they are not also doing the constituency job as claimed that they want to use them for, there are mechanisms to check all of that.
So are you saying that the governor ought to have presented another budget before the assembly when there was a budget running before he came on board? Under the leadership of Ibas, who was the sole administrator, there was a budget passed for Rivers State by the National Assembly in line with the Constitution. That budget has not been expended or concluded, and you're requesting for another budget because there is 600 billion naira in the account to be lavished and sent out or distributed for constituency projects. Is this your line of reasoning?
Now, Sonny, we must get this very clear. The budget that was submitted by the sole administration was supplementary budget. And it's aimed in the physical activities of that governance that year. That budget is not supposed to exceed first week of February. At no level should he. And you must prepare another one ahead of your next physical activities, which follows end from that same February. So within ending of this January and first week of February, any action the governor takes, okay, budget does not meet, it must completely elapse. There are sometimes you run a budget, you will not even have accessed half of your budget, but the budget is already gone and dead. Then you will now go and do a reappraisal and probably give a physical evaluation to the legislature on how you did or spent the past budget. Yes, we were supposed to spend 20 billion in that last budget, either on infrastructure or whatsoever. At the end of the day, we only spent 2 billion. We still have about 980 billion. Then they cancelled it, and you start afresh with the addition coming and what you have left in the account. You start a fresh budget. You start exercising on fresh budget. Not because you just assume, okay, you said you wanted to submit a budget. They had claim that those persons feel some things were not imputed. Even the president succumbed to legislatures. It's only Fubara that is different. When it comes to time for presentation of budget, if you have gone AY, the legislature are waiting for you either through defense when you want to do defense, or defense by ministry or agencies. They are waiting for you because they must call you for defense at a particular time. That is what the legislatives, those are their responsibility. Or when you want to present another budget, then they will now assess you based on the past budget or the current budget that is ongoing. How are you implementing them? And what have you done? Now you are running away. You are just doing the next thing. You'll be creating sentiment. You'll be doing Ijo, this one. Is that what governance is all about? How can you continue to quarrel? You have been a governor for invariably 3.5 years or 3 years per se now, getting to 3 years. Yet out of 30 honorable members, you don't even have 4. The 4 you even drawed before, you did not even pay them balance. They ran back again. Is that not an insult?
But we saw recently, I think about 4 legislators who are now against the impeachment process. Isn't this division a crack?
That is why I said, as at yesterday, maybe you didn't watch it live, the same 4 had gone back and said you must not be impeached. That they thought them receding would have given the governor an opportunity for them to help to rekindle the infight that is going on. But that the man is still very arrogant. The 4 of them came out on a press conference yesterday. Almost all the stations, your sister, TV sister stations covered it and said they are no more with him. That they have gone back now. Is now 0/30. Is that not an high?
So are you bothered by the fact that
governance?
This issue has degenerated to the level it is now? But what is concerning is that at the level of the federal level, the presidency doesn't seem to be disposed to this impeachment against Fubara, owing to the fact that there were some reconciliations and agreements reached the last time before the emergency rule was lifted. And we also saw Fubara joining the APC. We saw Dave Umahi, we saw Nuhu Ribadu and another governor coming to visit him and perhaps confer the president's message to him that he's doing well and that the president is in support of what he's doing in Rivers State. And that's perhaps undermine the interest of the Minister of FCT and so Wike.
The truth is that outside politics, we are not personal enemies. So if you come to join our party, a few days ago, there was one of our major critics during the last election. And he was in Nigeria and he called me, he was around. Or we spoke and he was around. And he hosted me somewhere. And we embraced, and that is politics. We have also moved on. For the fact that even when Fubara was in APC, Fubara was already looking for people to spend money for, to help him tie presidency so that he won't go out ordinarily. But those things are not necessary. Ribadu is not your enemy. Ribadu is not enemy of Wike. He can greet you and greet anybody. Does that stop the legality of what you are supposed to do? Can you be hiding under people's backyard? A government that is supposed to be functioning with full capacity, delivering on dividends of democracy for your people all the time. All you create is problem and problem and problem. Do you think the Rivers people are happy with this? When reconciliation was made, they expected you to take advantage of it, work modalities out that indeed good governance will be flowing. Now you want to set you have set the state on another set of fire. What is it that they've not seen before? Is it the first to be governor? He is not. The president is very, very, I can assure you that the president is disappointed with him. Do you think the president is not having a ache even with legislatures, both parliament, both rep and senate? But he's been able to use his experience, understanding that they all have their own responsibility to manage them. Even if ordinarily when the senate president was having some issues with either one blackmailer or what have you, you can see how the president tried to manage it among them. Even Nashata, you heard Natasha Abi was her name, come on television the other day thanking the president for the fatherly rule, for making sure those things that were alleged against him were withdrawn. As Fubara not go to court to withdraw cases before, you withdraw case tomorrow morning, you are doing another one. What kind of groundnut did he eat that is moving him like that? That's not what good governance is all about. It's not by muzzle. People are saying fight, fight, fight. It's delivering. Is it about fighting? Even if you can beat Wike black and blue, or you are good at betraying those who assisted you, no problem. You can do that, but at least apply some level of caution. You can agree with me, even Wike himself is not happy to see this happen again. Because I saw some clips after the first reconciliation, the last reconciliation that happened. You saw how excited he was.
But he's been going around the state threatening fire and brimstone, following the defection of Fubara from PDP to APC, that your move coming to APC is not a guarantee for second term. We saw all of that on television.
But his boys are also in APC, the legislature. So if he had said that, we simply miss changing party does not stop you from doing what you are supposed to do as a governor or as a legislature. You have... See, governance come before political party. Yes, political party gave an umbrella to it. But the major reason why you join political party is to help to deliver good governance. And when you want to go and hide under either the national secretary or hide under one person, you give them money to come and visit you or not to come and visit you, does that change anything? Do you think Umahi and Wike can ever go like this? It's impossible. Do you think Ribadu can ever go like this? Let's not even forget yesterday. Even if people are throwing stone, let Wike fall, let the whole world fall on Wike. I'm not part of that because I have a grateful heart. I knew at the point where Wike came, to resuscitate and even make the party APC that they are now running into where he is now. They were, okay, this man was inaugurated, was about to be inaugurated. The next day was sending invitation to Amechi and Atiku Abubakar. You have not, from the very first day he started being a governor, he has started his fight with his boss. Ordinarily, you expect that you will go through profile of dignitaries to be vetted by both of you, because at that time you have not even been sworn in. You have already started your capitalism. That is not how life should go, and that is not how governance should go. So I feel very sorry for Fubara. If he feels people are hailing him that he's doing well, the record he have today is 0/100.
You've been a youth student activist for many years. Something happened in Ekboma recently which led to protest and then degenerated to riots. And at the end of the day, I mean, the result of the insecurity situation that is ravaging the country and has become very pronounced in Edo Central, specifically in Ekboma in recent times. People have to go on the streets. Eventually, some students were arrested and on the verge of being prosecuted, but the governor came out and took a different decision. What's your reaction to this?
Yes, first, I want to thank His Excellency, a father of all, a man with high head, and a man who will listen for helping to release those young men. Because we know that majority of those people neither were detained or arrested would have been innocent, even though not all will be innocent. But unfortunately, that is why we pray that let our legs not take us to where problems are. We have been involved in student unionism for years, activism for years. We organize this protest. All my life, with all the protests I have joined, I have organized. In short, I have not spent 48 hours in custody. I have happened to be invited many a time, either to DSSS or to police. I answer questions and they ask me to go. Even where you arrest people working with me, when I come back, you release them for me. Because there are no reasons for destruction. When protests turn to riots, it becomes problem. When you want to organize, the problem we now have this day with civil society of some of our people who in the name of civil society want to make change which is not genuine. Because they know themselves. When you want to fight for somebody, you are saying 50-50 or 60-40. At the end, you will take 60, I will take 40. You involve yourself in community, you involve yourself with this one, you are everywhere, your value becomes to diminish. Now, you want to do a protest, you are looking for a politician in opposition to send you people money to buy mineral, to buy pure water. At the end of the day, you know, there's nothing you do hide in civil society activities or even in politics. You can only hide it for 24 hours. After 24 hours, Nyash must open. Either you did not share well or there are an issue of deceit. Oh, the other man sent and you said did not send. And that is why you see people most times spreading civil society. Today is one name, tomorrow is another name. There's one young man we have done civil society together at the time. I don't want to mention a name in public. He has ended up opening up to about 6-7 names of different groups. Today, when he raised money from people, when he look back, you want to know, he will kill that group, call another name, bring his cousin as secretary, kill that one. So they have bastardized the whole thing. When you now turn what is supposed to be a peaceful awareness protests into a riot, destroying government properties, burning tires on roads, when we know what it cost us to begin to wake up from the deficit on infrastructure we have. Over the years, I don't have lack roads. Now we saw somebody doing roads for us, concrete road and what have you. You want to start burning them and spoiling them again? You're burning them, what does it change? You have even incurred more roads. Unfortunately, I heard whether 1 or 2 persons died or 1 person died or someone in the hospital. Some persons were shot at the stomach. We even heard at a time during the protest, you know, when sometimes the police or the security personnel want to take it calm. Some we do like they are the most active youth in the state. We're trying to drag a gun with an officer. And the other one now had to come on rescue. And coming on rescue, you know, soldier does not here come and go. So that is why we can deal with police, we fight, we settle. But DSSL, we fight, we settle. But a soldier man does not understand what you mean by settle. Their own is you face me, you insult me, that means you want to kill me. And they will respond. Okay. So let our youth understand the fact that there are ways to go about things. Okay. Insecurity is not the best. What has been happening in Ekboma and some part of Edo Central, it's unfortunate that it happened. But sometimes these things are sabotage. Sometimes people replay it as if the way it never even happened, they replay it. It's election time. Election is coming. People want to get cheap popularity. People want to get supporter at the very lowest brain without working for it. But however, it's also a responsibility for government to be more proactive, to take more measures like we have even seen now, it's fine. Even those who were involved, whether some students were, because we were also hearing reports that though people are calling Fulani, some students and indigenes were not taking it as straight. Some will tell you they are doing Yahoo, some we are doing this, you buy JK, you buy this one tomorrow. How did it come? Some can't even spell their name. Some does not even have any business address. Unlike me as a young man, I remember the first year I bought my first car. In short, I was already working, but I was scared. A man said this, so a C-class man said, I said, Jesus. If police now ask me now, I was trying to check my salary, check the expenses I do at home, because when I was growing up, I was always told that if you buy a major property, government will come and investigate your income and what is left, how you can acquire it. Okay. So it took me a lot of years to settle my mind on that. Okay. So, but these days, 17 years, 15 years, we buy property worth 30 million, 40 million, when you and I cannot even raise 1.5 million naira to solve basic things that we need to do.
Let me ask you this question. You commended the governor for being fatherly in his action in releasing those students. Are you bothered in any way by this concern that this government is now being repeated for hiring and firing at the slightest provocation or at the slightest opportunity? We just saw recently the special advisor on youth mobilization has been relieved of his appointment. I mean, this has been characteristic of the present government. The other day, I think it was the managing director of those city transport or so that was also, I mean, this is characteristics of this. Is it that the government doesn't look at people before appointing them? It's after they are appointed and then they don't live up to the expectation that they are showed the way that, isn't this negative and bad publicity for the government?
Sometimes you know that we may not be fully informed. You know, the governor is the chief executive officer of the state. An employer, you know, usually get all the information he or she needs to get. But sometimes may not go to the media to castigate. We've had in some cases, there were financial infraction, some persons were relieved, and what have you. If you go in details, to whom they are concerned, are they truly victim? Like the special advisor on youth you talked about, not former, for example, he just came from PDP, for example. And when he was given an appointment, majority of the APC people were very angered and angry, owing to the activities of that young man during and after that our election. And for those who have toiled all night, they've caught nothing, and he just came, he's being rewarded on war ground. So probably they have also prayed to their own God. Maybe if this is fair, let it be.
Maybe that's how they set him up.
Maybe if it is not fair, intervene. Okay. Maybe God now choose to show the real character of the person, and the person who also employed him now fired him. Now, I probably think what I heard, maybe it was surrounding the unrest in Ekpoma. You know, when you are a leader and you are a special advisor on youth, for example, that is why we must fix people to where fits them. Not just appointing people what we now see, even sometimes in the absence of governors, chairmen, people get appointments without without the governor even knowing. In most cases, they now later find out that this person is his aide. Did I approve that? Did I say yes, or you approved it, or I never did? So when government must be calculative, government must surround themselves sometimes with people that are outstanding and have capacity, and people who can state things just the way they are, so the system can move forward, not sycophants. When there are too many sycophances, mistakes are bound to be made, but however, can also be corrected. Okpebholo government, for example, I applaud him in very many areas. Just as you said, he has been able to even engage many people. And unfortunately, sometimes you also talked about the Edo City transport. Even when that young lady was given the appointment, there were a lot of cry from somewhere that can a young lady handle this kind of thing? And some will say what a man can do, a woman can do better. But after the firing, I also did some investigation. I made some calls among staffs and all that around there. And I was told about her high-handedness, not collectively working with even, but you know, where politicians are involved. Even if you are CEO, general, you must understand that even the cleaner that came as a level at the ground of politics, you must make the person, you must carry the person along. The person must be well informed, because the person may not have had the degree that gave you what you had. If the person had your degree, maybe the person would have even been the one at the point where you are in. But because of your degree, you had an advantage that you have moved there. And you are undermining the person because he's a cleaner. The person may even be closer far to the governor than you. And maybe all your deeds within the agencies will easily be told. And when 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5 complain is a problem. I even heard, for example, from somebody, even secretaries of those of the so-called Edola board and members, most times are not even aware of what is going on. And when they try to talk, when they try to ask questions, they tell them in Canada, this is how we do it in Canada. In Canada, don't they carry people along? So there are a lot of things sometimes we for the governor to take action sometimes, he may not be in his own interest to hire and fire at will, because he also know the consequences that when you are not being tagged that you can hire and fire. Okay. But when there are inadequacies and inefficiency, what will he do? Will he pretend because some people assume?
We'll take a break now for the news update. We'll be back to continue with the rest of the program, TMI, as we look at something quite interesting, the presidency's action on lobbying. $9 million is in the kitty of a Republican lobbyist. Stay with us.
Some days, there comes the Ugemobo Festival, which the Oba celebrates outside the palace gate. A pavilion is built of red cloth where rites are performed to drive away all evil spirits still unsatisfied by the year's sacrifices. The Emobo Festival is to commemorate an event in Benin history which dates back to 1504 AD.
Yari yari, Ọba Tope.
Brought to the fore that $9 million is being used by the federal government through the Office of the National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu, to change the narratives about genocide in Nigeria. Stakeholders are calling for probe into this matter, just the same way a probe is going on in the U.S. Congress. We really haven't heard something concrete from the government of the day. But what is the underlying factors for this $9 million lobbying deal with a U.S. Republican? is a major question they were asking on the show this morning. I'd like to thank Austin Adogame Brimo, who is a veteran journalist, public affairs analyst, and former National Commissioner in the Police Service Commission. Austin Adogame, thank you for joining us on the program Politics Today on independent television and radio. I'm finding it difficult to get any audio from Austin's response so far. Austin, are you there?
Okay. Yes, I am here. Can you hear me now?
Yes, loud and clear. Please go ahead.
Oh, great. It's always a pleasure to be with you. ITV being my favorite station, and anything to do with politics today is also my favorite. So I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to the privilege you've given me. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Austin. Let's look at the issue. $9 million is subject of investigation by the U.S. Congress. Office of the National Security Advisor is said to have made that deal to prevent President Donald Trump from ordering an action on Nigeria over genocide accusations or allegations against Christians. What do you know about this story?
Frankly speaking, I still take it in the realms of speculation that the money being a very huge amount of money, it must attract attention, it must attract concern looking at our economy. But except it is confirmed by the federal government that that amount was the exact amount given for the lobby operation, then I would then say whether it's too much or it's not too much. But I think the issue is whether what the money is meant for is right or wrong is what is more important. The narrative out there is that it is meant to lobby the president to either mellow down his position on this Christian genocide in Nigeria and all that. But I think it's more. There's more to that. A lot of distortions about Nigeria is in the space, in everywhere, and there's always need for our Ministry of Foreign Affairs to work along with our national security advisors to put in place a good image for the country, because America invariably is the greatest supplier of military weapons to the country as we have it. And once we are in the negative, if our image is in the negative, it will affect even the delivery, like it did during Jonathan or Yar'Adua, that U.S. suspended delivering some jets that have already been paid for. They suspended delivering military hardware to the country. I think it was even during the emergence of Boko Haram. A lot of narratives were in the space, and they were negatives, and the country was seen to be compromising. The country was seen to not to be serious about fighting these insurgencies and so on. So, but nobody will tell you what the government at that time did to correct that narrative before the next president of the U.S. lifted that embargo and before they started supplying weapons to Nigeria. A lot of things go underground, go on, which we don't know. So I'm always very circumspect when we're talking about security, particularly national.
All right.
So national security is a very sensitive thing.
Let me come in here and get you to look at issues from this perspective, which has to do with this issue of $9 million lobbying deal in Nigerian naira or Nigerian currency runs into billions of naira. Now, at a time where concerns have been expressed or allegations have been made about genocide in Nigeria, this is coming forth from the Office of the National Security, and from all the information available, this was a calculated attempt by that office and by extension the presidency to douse the narrative about genocide against Christians in some parts of the northern part of this country. Is this not a blight on whatever the federal government is saying in this regard? If we are going to lobby the U.S. government or the Republicans, in a way to ensure that we're able to reconstruct the narrative about this issue, Is that not a blight on whatever we're doing as a country, as a government, as far as this issue is concerned?
No, not exactly. If you have listened to the continuous rhetoric and conversations surrounding this Christian genocide in Nigeria, it has even diverted from the earlier position that even the national clerics, even Christian Association of Nigeria, at a point, one or two executives made some contradictory statements. At a point, some governors contradicted their positions. At a point, some national ministry officials even contradicted their position. I think what is more important is when you want to kill a snake, it doesn't matter what weapon you use. You want the snake dead. We sometimes dwell on the methods. Now, what the perception it created when we said Christian genocide, the government is worried about the perception, not the act. The government is not denying that Christians are being killed. The government has not denied that Christians are being targeted in some northern states or in most parts of the northern states. Government has not denied that. And no one is out there to say Christians are not being targeted. Yes, but even in that, we agree that Muslims too are being killed. So what government is trying to do is to shift the focus away from this religious interpretation of these killings. That yes, why we know that Christians are losing more. I live more in the north. I spend most of my time in the north. I've stayed in Kano, I've stayed in Maiduguri, I stayed in Abuja, I've stayed in Jos. So I'm quite familiar with the threat and the danger of practicing Christianity amidst a Muslim-dominated population. I mean, I attended a university in the north in those days where Muslim student society was the umbrella of every social activity in the university. And any social club has to be careful in functioning under that umbrella. So I do know how religious sentiments, how high it is in some parts of the country. So there's no denying that. But it is important that we look at it from another prison. That when it goes out there, Christians are being killed in Nigeria. It's not helpful to the government, not just government. It's not helpful to even we Christians, because if their sister is coming, this sister is coming for Christians, not Muslims, how will we welcome that? We're in a pluralistic country where some say dominated by Muslims, and then we don't have the ratio of Christian-Muslim relationship. But the earlier we play down these statistics, the better for our public image. Let us first agree, and which is not in doubt, that the two religions are losing. And the bitter thing is that those who are perpetrating the killings are Muslims. And so there's no one who could fraud the idea that Christians are being targeted. Christians are being targeted. But let the Americans know that it's not a religious war. It will help us to accept the assistance they want to give to us. It will help us to accept the whatever level they want to come in. And so it will be, it's not Christians alone that will accept whatever Americans want to send to Nigeria, whether they want to give us weapons, want to send troops.
Let me pass it. I'll come back to you in just a moment. I'll come back to you. Collins Amadiosaga. The underlying issue here is that there's genocide in Nigeria. There are killings of Christians, and we're also aware there are killings of Muslims. Who are the people responsible? The terrorists. So which means the common enemy to both Christians and Muslims are the terrorists. Whichever way a means is deployed to take these people out, is there anything wrong with that? But government now going to lobby and spend billions of taxpayers' monies to actualize this. We're only getting to know, even though it's still subject to investigation, based on what is already happening in the U.S. Congress, that this money is being spent by the Office of the National Security Advisor to drive a lobby conversation against the tag of genocide against Christians. What do you make of this? Is this something we should applaud the government for? We should put a pat on the back of the government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu through the Office of National Security Advisor?
Thank God my leader already said some of the vital things ordinarily I would have said. It's unfortunate that we overblown issue in this country. But yes, there are issues on ground to be debated, lobbying. In international relations, lobbying is part of it. And you can lobby in whatever form. Now, is America trying to play saint? Or who is trying to do the investigation to play saint? When America decided to invade Venezuela, remove the president, who indeed is fully sovereign, started stealing their oil till just now, saying we will sell. Was he authorized? For example, was he authorized? Those who left Nigeria to America, begging Trump to come and destroy Nigeria because they are not in government. Did they just jump and had access to the Republicans that they used in the parliament? Did they not lobby before they went there to give the country a bad image and say Christian genocide? Agree. More Christians have had their fair share. It's normal in an environment where you live. The most domineering people there dominates. Even here, for example, most time when there are crises, you saw the brief that happened the other day that the governor frowned at in Ekboma. You went to a certain market and started burning the market, carrying people's ram and goat, you were slaughtering. Because it's your domain. Most time you have an advantage because it's your environment. So what I'm trying to say is that nobody appeals or is appreciating the fact that people are being killed. But let's not make it look as if Nigeria must go down. Tinubu is president today. After 8 years, Tinubu will not remain there. Another person will come. Let's be patient. Atiku Abikotesis is Nadeko. For example, now they want to pull the whole roof down, himself and his group. For example, if he had pulled the roof down then, and we became like Libya, or Afghanistan, or Iran, assumingly the way they are praying for, just because they are not in charge, not that they don't have money, not that their business is not that they even pay tax the way they are supposed to pay with all the luxury cars they are driving up and down, parking.
So how do you know they don't pay
and
tax?
our army to be opening gate for them.
How do you know they don't pay tax?
They don't pay the way they are supposed to be paying. Because they are paying, they will not be parking all those security personnel, even when they have left government many years ago. A normal business person cannot be spending the money from his business to be parking soldier, parking police, to be opening gate for them. Now that the president have reduced all of that, they don't have that apparatus anymore. To them, let the whole world loose. That is what we said in my adage in Benin. The heaven wants to fall, the ground wants to open. It's not opening or it's not falling for one person. So they must know this, because they want to push this country to the point they want to. Now you said they lobby. Yes, Nigerian government must also be smart and careful with the American people, because one, since their eye is in Venezuela oil, their eye is in Iran oil, and their nuclear system, because you cannot just be everything all the time now. Okay. Let American allow peace to reign in this world. Okay. Because the war Trump has brought for the past 2 years to the entire world, now he's fighting with Greenland, you are fighting with this one, you are fighting with Denmark, everybody is your enemy. That means they are the common enemy. All right, let's take a break. The returning back of our Lord Jesus Christ is going to come through this one, just as Russia said this morning. I was watching CNN before I left. They say if America dear Greenland, they are sorry. That will be the collapse of the entire world. All right, let me proceed. I'll come back to you in a moment. We'll take a short break. It's still politics today on independent television and radio. Austin Adogame will be with you in just a moment. Stay.
08077770300. That's our studio number. Let's get a take on some of the issues that we've highlighted for you on the program today. Politics Today on Independent Television and Radio. Comrade Austin Adogame, Honorable Austin Adogame, let me come back to you briefly. Some stakeholders are advocating the need to investigate these allegations of $9 million lobbying deal with a Republican stakeholder to engage the issue of genocide in Nigeria. Let me get your take on this.
Yeah, I'm certainly not in support because it's a security issue. If an investigation is accepted and carried out the way some stakeholders are suggesting, it's likely to be counterproductive. One, there are also allegations that I don't want to give it that coloration pro-Biafra group, but they said there is allegation that a group of Nigerians who really want this country to be broken into bits also raised a lot of dollar component lobby group and paid to push the negative side of the narrative of Christian genocide in Nigeria. By the time investigation is put in place, that group will also be exposed, and the amount that they spent will also come into force. And that the National Security Office of the National Security, I beg your pardon, the Office of the National Security Advisor does not act alone. It must have acted along with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And I will assure you that that budget is not just a budget of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs or the budget of money attached to the National Security Advisor. Issues that have to do with security, some are highly domiciled with the president, where he can at any time with his powers to decide to make a supplementary appropriation for when there are threats.
Let me pause you. Let me take this call from one of our callers. Hello, good morning. What's your name and where you calling from? You're live on Politics Today.
Good morning, Mr. Sonidu.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Comrade Abi. I'm calling from Benin.
Comrade, go ahead, please.
I just want to contribute concerning Fubara issue. What is happening in Rivers State?
Go ahead.
The truth of the matter is that I've not seen anything wrong that the governor has done. So let the House of Assembly leave him to rule. When Wike was the governor of the state, nobody disturbed him. There is no smoke without fire. As you speak now, the man has defected. They are still disturbing him. They should allow him be. Thank you very much.
All right, Comrade Abe, thank you very much for your contribution. 08077770300 is the studio number. Hello, caller. Good morning. What's your name?
Good morning, sir. Dr. Tony.
Yes, good morning. What's your name?
Good is Rab.
Yes.
The first caller, I think Usagabi.
Comrade Abe is his name. Yes, go ahead.
Who were talking about how he bought his first car.
Okay, Comrade Collins Usaga. Yeah, he's still here. He's still here. Yeah.
When they train for house.
Thank you.
You cannot subsidize irresponsibility. You expect people to be more responsible. I think Governor Bobara should learn from Governor Bode. You can learn from our past governor of Godino Baseki of Edo State, who could not even bring a successor at the end of it all. Everything went good because he refused to align with the requisite of good leadership. That's my case.
Thank you very much. Thank you. 08077770300 is the studio number. Dial it and let's get a take on Politics Today on Independent Television and Radio. Please tell us your name and also let us know where you're calling from, and be brief because several others are on queue to be part of the conversation. Good morning, caller. What's your name? Yes, good morning. What's your name?
Good morning, sir.
Yes, good morning. What's your name?
Yes, the voice of ordinary people.
The voice of ordinary people. Please go ahead.
Yes, I just want to correct what Collins Osaga said.
Okay.
That Trump came to come and destroy Nigeria. That one is a blatant lie.
I never said so.
Didn't came to restore Nigeria. Trump came to come and save us. We Christians prayed for Trump to power. Obama was the one that came to destroy Nigeria. Obama refused to sell weapons to Jonathan during that time. Many Christians have been killed in Nigeria. I stand to be corrected. Even though Muslims are killed, they are just very few. They are not to 10%. 90% of the people killed in the north are Christians. So Trump has been sent by God to help us. Because if you go to Benue, many of them have been killed. Not now. They have been killed for more than 10 years. They have been there. So the government has done nothing. The government have really done nothing to arrest those people doing it. So Trump is sent by God to help us. That's number one. Then number two, why should you be spending money if your hand is pure? If you don't have to waste taxpayer money. We are trying a road that's not good. If your ways are pure, you don't have to be wasting money. So we believe they have something to hide. That's why they are doing all this. Because they don't have to waste that kind of billions of naira. When people are crying, all the roads are bad. Come to Edo State now, no federal road is good. All the roads is even in this governor that even try to cover the secret of the federal government. The federal government have really done no road in Edo State yet.
Thank you. Voice of the people. Thank you. We'll take our last caller and then we'll be back to call it a wrap. Hello, caller. Good morning. What's your name and where you calling from? Still Politics Today on Independent Television and Radio. Please tell us your name and let us know where you're calling from.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, and what's your name?
God bless you. Thank God for having me today. My name is Solomon Ataka.
Solomon Ataka, where you are is a bit noisy, but go ahead.
You can bear with me. Say you can hear me.
Yes, go ahead.
The fact is that ITV, you repair the station. That is the reason why people are coming there today. Isn't it?
Yeah.
So the Nigerian government should build their country so that other countries will not interfere in our country. And the issue of River State, somebody came from nowhere within 6 months, 1 trillion was spent. This is a trillion naira that I don't say we not spend in 2 years. Today, no investigation is going on. All we have done is to impeach the government. Really, we are impeaching sincerely. If there will not be passing, so we are impeaching because there are people denying us. So we should tread with caution. These people who claim the whole river, they have not used their effort to make sure the refinery river work. If river is building as to that today, it's not enough. Comparing the money, the resources they have in the country.
Okay.
They cannot be using their money to be sacrificing the country. All the name they have power and they have federal connection and all that. River today, if a citizen from 59 years is receiving 200,000 a river, it's not even enough because they have all it takes to pay those citizens. But today, what are we doing? We are using the river's money to campaign, to beg to people, to invite, to acclaim foreign state. If they don't have position as a minister, where would they have that money of doing those things?
Okay.
Yes, one on one. Let's talk about what would bring development, so cost to the common citizen. I was in river 3 days ago. So you cannot tell me that this river is beauty enough as the way it's supposed to be. That people who have the connection are using their effort practicing unnecessary crime. I don't even know.
All right, Solomon Ataka, thank you. My time is up on the program Politics Today. I want to say big thanks to our panelists, Honorable Austin Adogame Brimo. Thank you for joining us from Abuja. Austin, thank you for coming on the program.
Thank you very much, Kusu, and thanks to our listeners. It's a pleasure.
Thank you, Comrade Collins Amadiosa. It's always a delight to have you here.
It's always my pleasure.
Well, I'm just thinking, with all the billions and billions, what is wrong with River State actually setting a standard for the country? Maybe lecturers at the highest paid, civil servants at the highest paid, security is at its lowest ebb. The elder statesmen or senior citizens, they are on proper salary. What is wrong with that? But what do? We amass this money so we can continue to perpetuate ourselves in power. We look for trouble where nobody's looking for our trouble, so we can spend money. It's so disappointing. Well, that's our package for today. Thank you for staying with us. Have a great weekend.
Good morning, viewers, and welcome to another edition of Tech Today on Independent Television, your number one stop for everything innovation, gadgets, and technology shaping the way we live and work. I am Momo Lawal, or you can call me Mr. Kankan, and you'll be right. And today, we are beaming our focus on the power of the sun, literally. Yes, the topic is the power of solar innovation in Nigeria. Across the country, more Nigerians are turning to solar energy for light, for comfort, and business continuity. But how much do we really know about this solar technology that is changing the way we power our world? To help us understand this, I have with me an electrical engineer and a solar engineer specialist, Engineer Elisha Leo Asikidi. He has worked on several solar installation and energy projects, and he will be helping us unpack how solar energy works, what innovations are happening right now, and of course, what the future looks like for Nigeria. But before we dive into all of that, Engineer Elisha, how are you doing? Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. Good morning, guys.
All right, thank you very much for coming. All right, and as usual, before we go into all of this, we'll give you the biggest tech headlines that is making waves both globally and locally. We call it the Tech Update segment. Stay tuned, don't go nowhere. Welcome back, guys. It's still Tech Today, and we are diving into the Tech Update segment. Yes, number one on the Tech Updates, we have that Apple has rolled out a groundbreaking eye tracking feature on the iPhone 16. This allows users to control the phone using only their eyes. No touch, no voice, just gaze. Okay, it uses an advanced AI to interpret where you're looking and respond accordingly. This means you can just scroll through apps, reply to messages, or even open your photo just by looking at your phone. You know, it's a game changer for people with mobility or physical challenges. This is a feature that just shows you that technology is not only about convenience, but it's about inclusion. Elisha, what do you think about that innovation by Apple?
Well, this innovation by Apple is actually for those who are physically.
Well, I think it's something that I want to use, to just use my eyes to be controlling my device.
Well, you already have your hands.
But for convenience, I'm just saying.
It's just for the convenience of
you
do not have the ability to. So you use your eyes to do the...
To your phone. But I'm just imagining how it would be. We're waiting for it. We'll bring you guys more updates on that on the show, of course, as it unfolds. Next on the tech updates, we have that Starlink has introduced what we call community Wi-Fi in parts of Africa and Asia. So instead of everyone buying an expensive dish, a single Starlink hotspot can now serve an entire community at a much cheaper rate. It's like having one Wi-Fi dish in a village and everybody connects to it just like a cafe hotspot. This could close the internet gap in remote areas and give schools and small businesses reliable access. Imagine a rural area in Edo State or Taraba streaming online classes through Starlink's shared Wi-Fi. Elisha, what isn't it fascinating?
It is fascinating, and if you look, technology is actually evolving every day.
Yes.
And so those who were in the market before, we leave the market for the new ones.
So take over. I really like this tech update because, as a matter of fact, it shows you that we don't even know what we're going to expect in the next 5 years in terms of technology.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I like that. It's a good one. Big ups to Elon Musk's team. Next on the tech update, still globally, we have that Apple and Google are collaborating to establish a global safety standards for artificial intelligence. They want to make sure that AI behaves responsibly and protects user data. It's like both companies, Apple and Google is big companies, they're big companies. They are agreeing on traffic rules so that your phone's artificial intelligence doesn't go around, you know, misusing your information or doesn't even go rogue on you. You know, this partnership will can make everyday device safer for users worldwide. You know, Elisha, you know, I'm really particular about this tech update because it actually addresses privacy concern. What do you like about this?
Only thing I can say that I like about this collaboration is the fact that I can now back up my Apple memories on the Google Drive, instead of the iCloud.
And also, they are not trying to ensure that you don't. There are certain things that the cloud would know. They don't want the cloud to know everything about you. If you don't want them to know certain things about you, it will not upload such information to the cloud anymore. It will just stay locally on your phone.
Yeah,
it's a good
innovation.
Now, coming here home in Nigeria, we have that our Nigerian government has signed an agreement with a Chinese solar giant, LONGi, to build 1 gigawatt solar panel factory. The goal is to produce panels locally and reduce the high cost of importing them. So this means very soon we could start buying made in Nigeria solar panels that are going to be cheaper and easy to access. This could actually transform Nigeria's renewable energy sector and create thousands of jobs. You know, imagine a tech hub in Benin City that could, you know, install affordable local panels made here in Nigeria. I know this is something relating to what we're discussing today, Elisha.
Well, it's a good initiative by the government to come into this collaboration with LONGi. Well, it has been well overdue.
Yeah,
because at least for it to reduce the cost of the way we buy our panels at all. So it's a good one.
Oh, man, I'm liking the tech updates as we go. And also in tech update locally, we have the Lagos State. We shared this with you a few weeks ago. That Lagos State, they are going into what we call smart traffic lights. Now, Lagos State, they are currently testing smart traffic lights that uses sensor and artificial intelligence to control timing based on real-time traffic flow. So it's like traffic lights that have brains. When one lane is very full, it gives that lane more time to move. You know, this smart traffic system can reduce congestion and, you know, fuel wastage in busy cities. You know, I particularly like this one that traffic lights, smart traffic lights. It just makes me understand that maybe, you know, normally we have our traffic light that normally move for maybe 90 seconds or 60 seconds. Now, it doesn't have to wait the whole 90 seconds if it sees that the place is now being congested. It just automatically just turns green and it allows people to move freely. It's not a good one.
It's a good one and it's actually powered by solar anyway.
Oh, it is powered by solar?
Yeah, because you can't use that when we have poor power supply.
I don't know about that power supply, but I know it's not exactly poor. It has improved.
Yeah.
So it's a good one, and you know, but I'm scared. Will people actually obey those traffic lights?
Why not? Lagos is a place where they've advanced even more than many states in the country. So you don't just be the light there anyhow.
Okay.
You have to take.
There's a fine for that.
Yeah.
And lastly, in the tech updates, we have Inoso Motors have launched what we call an electric delivery van. So Inoso Motors have announced plans actually to release electric delivery van next year. These vehicles will run on batteries instead of fuel, and making them cleaner and cheaper to maintain. So think of this as a delivering vans that you can charge with like your phone, the way you charge your phone. There is no petrol, no noise, no pollution. This move marks Nigeria's entry into a fast-growing electric mobility industry. Elisha, imagine delivery companies now using this. You know, you are driving your vehicles. We know we graduated from using petrol to now using CNG, and now we're now having electric vehicles, and it's now even going into the logistics area. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's a perfect one for us because it's high time we start trusting our brands. And, you know, bringing out this kind of brand electric vehicle, well, it's a 100% plus for us.
It's a 100% plus. I am sure that we can charge them regularly because I like this, you know, becoming fair and all of that. Now, these are the top stories that's happening right now in tech, and let us dive right now into our topic for today, which is the power of solar innovation in Nigeria. You know, Elisha, thank you very much again for joining us on the program. So let's just begin with this basic. What exactly is solar energy, and how does this solar power technology, how does it work?
Okay, solar energy is the conversion of sunlight to electricity. Just is as simple as that. Where you use, where the photovoltaic cells are being charged up through the sunlight and sent to the house. So basically, the things that you use to, store these things are batteries.
Yeah.
Then from the batteries, you get to use your inverters to invert the charges that are stored in the batteries to your house, to your homes.
Because the energy that comes there is in the DC.
In the DC, yes, okay. And which the inverter changes.
DC means direct current.
Direct current,
okay.
Which the inverter changes to alternating current.
AC.
To AC.
Okay.
So, well, the process it takes is when there's sunlight, it's the cells take charges from the sun.
Okay.
Then, you have your positive and negative cables, okay. Which are from the panels to your charge controller. And these charge controllers, you use them according to the numbers of panels that you want to use for your home or businesses.
Oh.
So with that charge controller, your panels are being connected to it. Then from there to your inverter, from your battery, or your inverter to your battery, at least the battery has to power the inverter. So when all this happens, it's just like a circle. The sunlight goes to the charge controller goes to the battery, the inverter goes to the battery. Whatever is stored in the battery, there will not be sunlight for the whole day.
Yes.
So at night, the inverter inverts whatever it is that's left of the battery to give you at least power supply for the remaining of the hour or the night.
Wow, this is very, very good to take in. I really like how you explain it to us. That's why you're the solar energy expert. Now, I understand that solar energy has become very popular, and I don't know how affordable it is. Maybe you can share light on that, and also describe how we Nigerians are the progress in adopting this solar energy so far.
Well, with the high level of marketing that we engineers are already trying to enlighten people about using solar and letting them know that solar is way cheaper than you running on gen, with the high cost of fuel, you running electricity or BEDC, because many people run their homes with what they call it, high bills.
Yes.
So
most of the bills, sometimes they are even
estimated bills. So the thing is, there are initiatives that have been put down for you to be able to afford this solar. Firstly, you can go with paying small. There are companies who agree for you to pay small. You come, you give them the plans, or they give you the plans which you can get to whatever it is that you want. If it's the 1 kVA, 2 kVA, 3 kVA, 5 kVA.
So you pay by installments?
Yes, you pay installments. So with those kind of initiatives, it has become easier and affordable for people to use.
So it's not exactly expensive
No,
now.
It's not, except you have the money, you just go for it at once.
Okay, now we've been discussing solar, and a lot of people are already using this solar energy. So now I want to understand, what are the most common misconceptions that Nigerians have about solar energy? What are the things that we're not getting properly? You can maybe share with us.
Okay, firstly, I would like to talk on my own personal experience.
Okay.
So I met a client which I told her about going solar, because she was always complaining that their transformer gets bad more often.
Yeah.
So I said, why don't you just go solar to save you the stress, all these many talks and all. So she was like, solar that my sister's house caught fire. And I said, how are you sure that it's the solar that made your sister's house to get that fire? Why are you not saying, okay, whether it's from maybe the normal light she decides or from her hair? Why are you sure it's solar? And that aside is because your sister used a low-level engineer, someone with much experience, and the quality that the person used. So those things are one of the things we face. And some people will say it's expensive, so we'll try to let them know that you can pay small for these products, and they are good to go.
So the misconception is that people think that solar can make their house go on fire and all of that. Persons think that solar is only for the rich. That's also a misconception.
No, not really. Anyway,
they always feel that buying any equipment of that will maybe incur more cost to you. And now you are making us understand that you can pay installments.
To get whatever it is.
So talking about solar, we know that technology is evolving every day, Elisha. So what are some of the new solar technology that Nigerians should be excited about? What are the things that are coming into solar that we can be excited about in the near future?
Okay, there are several things that are being produced right now in the market. There's the bifacial solar panels. Those ones attract charges from both the face and that's the top and the back.
Oh,
like from Honda
from the panel.
Yes.
Oh, it's actually from top
and it gives more efficiency.
Wow, but doesn't now get charges from bottom when the sun is not hitting there? Oh, through the heat from the aluminum or your roof.
Yes, from the roof.
Okay.
So that's another kind of innovation, and there are also other things that even the longer is also trying to do. You know, to get a kind of charge that everything that's both the monocrystalline, the polycrystalline, whatever it is, the silicon, everything put together with whatever they're producing now charges it more than 50% of what monocrystalline to produce. Yes,
but it will not affect the battery. It will not be overcharging or too much.
No, you know, when you are getting that, it means you are getting you are getting more batteries or a higher battery watts.
Okay.
So in getting those kind of things, you have to go for maybe lithium batteries, 15 kilowatts, 20 kilowatts. At least it will charge faster, even while it's cloudy, no sun.
Oh, because that's another thing that will not restrain from solar. They say when it's cloudy or it doesn't really charge more.
That's why we advise people to go for more panels. You know, when you have more panels put together.
But more panels, you are seeing this more panels as if it's cheap. It's quite expensive.
You are paying small anyway.
Okay. It's still Tech Today on Independent Television, and Elisha and I were discussing the power of solar innovation in Nigeria, and it's just sharing what is solar and what we can learn about solar. And moving forward, we're going to ask him more questions just after the break. Don't go nowhere. When we come back, we'll throw more questions on Elisha. Welcome back to the program. It's still Tech Today on Independent Television, and we're discussing the power of solar energy, the innovation of solar energy in Nigeria, how solar has really helped us in Nigeria, and what is solar energy in general. So we have Engineer Elisha, who is a solar energy expert and also an electrical engineer with us in the studio, and has been answering lots of questions for us. So Engineer Elisha, you know, I know that in one way or the other we need government's involvement in solar. So what way do you think our Nigerian government can help us, you know, make this affordable, this solar energy affordable, or make it easy for us so that everybody, and most people in Nigeria, not everybody can actually have access to this innovation, this technology?
Well, one of the things we actually face about the solar product is importation. The tax which has been placed on importing those solar products down to Nigeria.
Yeah.
Well, if the governments can be so kind to, you know, reduce the taxes for those products.
When you say taxes, I remember our government is big on tax. Okay.
Then also, the government can also do the subsidize some of the products. At least, I know they are trying to do
we know solar energy really helps us nowadays in our country. But do you think solar can replace the national grid, say in 10 or 20 years from now?
Well, truthfully,
yes.
it might not, or it cannot, but it will reduce.
Why?
Because, you know, you have to produce a lot of watts for people to use.
But imagine we are in a community that has, you know, many amounts of solar panels are you know, mounted there, and they say for that community, let's assume they want to go solar, total solar, and they want to cut out of the national grid.
Except that community has not had anything about national grid light or whatever.
Okay.
If it's maybe an opening a new community,
yeah,
and they can say, okay, instead of relying on the national grid, let's just go solar, and it's going to cost a lot also, based on, because these are new people already there. It's not as if they already had units there beforehand.
So
where you already have the national grid, so it's going to be very hard to now say you want to switch from the national grid. Totally, yes. So it will only reduce the usage of the national grid.
Now let's talk about batteries. You know, we know that batteries is like the powerhouse of solar. Now, I know, does this battery does it affect the cost? Is it what makes solar more expensive, or does it also affect the lifespan of solar systems?
Well, it affects the lifespan of solar cell positively.
Okay.
Because with the batteries, you cannot just be running on solar only at noon. You also have the night and maybe early morning. And these batteries are what you use to run throughout those periods.
So a good battery, how long can it last you? A good battery?
8 hours.
No, I mean, eventually, long-term wise, can it last you for 5 years before
Yes, for the tubular batteries, it can last you from 2 to 3 years or more.
Before you replace them?
Depending on the maintenance culture. But for the lithium, 10 to 15 years.
Wow.
Yes, because the maintenance is done internally. You don't need to do much. As long as it's been connected well, the materials used are of good quality. Then it can last you for 10 to 15 years.
Beautiful. Speaking of good quality, and also you mentioned earlier, I want to know, what are the biggest mistakes engineers make when they are installing solar? You know, share with us. You know, I believe you must have installed several panels and all of that to different clients. What are the mistakes that you think people make when installing this solar system?
Well, one of the mistakes people make or engineers make is not having a good solar installation system. How? Like, when you want to install solar, you have cases that you can build for your batteries. You don't just bring batteries and put them on the floor where anybody can reach it. A person who you are installing solar for has children, and the children can come there and, you know, just by touching the battery valves and all, you don't just leave it there like that. We have cases which we can build, and you put those batteries there. They are locked but exposed at some sites where the emission can just easily go out from. So those things are one of the mistakes they make. Another mistake is the low quality material. You're fixing a solar of 10 kVA, 20 kVA, then you are using a low quality wire of 1 mm or 1.5 mm. Now, when you are fixing those kind of things, you use materials that can hold the strength of energy which passes through, so that you don't have the scenario of this wire got burnt there, from there entered, so my house now got burnt. No, you use good quality materials. You are being paid for this, so why not just buy this thing instead of you trying to be greedy to minimize costs for it.
All right, thank you so much. I've really learned a lot today. We've had a truly enlightening conversation today with Engineer Elisha Leo Asikidi. He's an expert in solar technology. You know, he has explained to us from how solar works to how Nigerians growing investment in renewable energy. It's clear that solar power is not just the future, okay? It is the present solution to our electricity challenges, okay? As we move towards a cleaner and smarter Nigeria, I want you all to remember that the sun does not charge anyone, okay? What we need are smart minds, of course, and the right innovation to harness it. And like Elisha said, we need to also get good materials also, so we don't go and start getting inferior materials that will not, cause us harm later in the future. All right, that is all we can take on today's edition of Tech Today. Don't forget that we do this on radio every Monday by 8:30 p.m. We call it Tech Info. Okay, join me again next week for another deep dive into the world of technology and innovation that is transforming our everyday life. My name is Momo Lawal. You can call me Mr. Kankan. Till then, stay bright, stay innovative, and keep shining with solar power. Bye for now.
ITV, certainly the best.
ITV, certainly the best.
Thank you very much for joining us on the program Healthy Living. What is the kidney?
The kidney is an excretory organ in the body, which is for metabolism.
Tuberculosis affects many organs in the body, but the common ones it usually affects is the lungs.
Epilepsy is a neurological problem.
Okay.
It is an injury in the brain which causes someone to begin to convulse, to go into fits.
It is curable, but the cure is a long-term thing.
If you eat well and avoid those risk factors that will make your immunity to be down, then the risk of contracting tuberculosis will be reduced.
If you're healthy, then you're wealthy.
ITV, certainly the best.
Waiting they happen.
Why you never spray your boss to Edo color?
We go spray and we go do it.
Why? They do the announcer, make them not go and pound your boss. Oh.
No wahala, now we go try and we do it.
But you know you the announcer system.
I never hear, me never get radio for herself. How much more say television?
You don't get radio?
You not do.
And you don't get TV?
You don't know say this country hard.
Try spray your boss. Oh.
No wahala, don't hear you.
You know yes, say we una spray una boss.
Make government spray their own first. If I go, government supposed to start with
our own.
Where which government don spray their own?
Since when you buy
government,
this bus?
as you dey see that state, you know to see their government bus.
Since when you buy this mini bus, you no gree spray to Edo color.
Ah, make it don't spray. Make see one thing we no understand. So also know you don't pay for Edo state. Huh? The one if you want lose fish, they start from the this they lose and then they start for center lose am. If you see there's that state. Now one color.
As a transporter, our color are red and yellow.
Yes.
You know yes, a kidnapper uses sky bus. You know yes, they use it and kidnap people.
Even if they spray, they don't spray. Kidnapper go see day. Security no day. Make they go start with security first.
Now so the color supposed be. Okay, wait. You know yes, they make you spray this bus. They go arrest you for fraud. You know yeah. Can you just come? You need buy the bus. Na balance and carry. Na so the boat is supposed to be. Na so the color red and yellow.
Clear. You know, yes, man, you spray your boss. You never hear him.
No, we never hear my power.
So now the matter be that if you see some of these buses, that's why many things they happen for the town. Then hey, my guy. Agree to welcome. You see, I'm not so the color supposed to be. Now don't color be this. All the mini bus for the city. Now so it's supposed to be spray your mini bus like this because they use it for kidnapping and armed robbery. But however, Alpha, I like your boss. You don't already spray your own.
Yes, no,
everything. You don't want me anybody give you pressure.
I know you want wala at all.
But what if you advise for that of your colleague now we never spray their bus?
Me they go spray their own. I said me everything dey okay.
Everything dey okay. Yes. Clear. 100 clear. We not come know the. I pledge to Nigeria, my country, to be faithful, loyal, and honest, and to serve Nigeria with all my strength. Not so it's supposed to be. If you go different states, they get their own color. Don't get their own color. I don't color code now yellow and red, but so many bus drivers. See them. My guy, why you never spread this bus to the color? Government wants start to the arrest. Government wants start to the enforce the law. Then they use this kind of bus. They do armed robbery and kidnapping. I don't talk saying that your boss, but the place say be resemble them. But why you never go spray them now?
Okay, the way they take talk the matter, it is very close, and they need to Christmas finish. Money never did like that. Now without first Christmas, we want first school fees. For school fees to our strength. At least 3 bedroom flat where they occupy now. I'll pay 310 with 5 children. So I never have to think about penty now. Rather, I want to share this.
How much to spray this bus? 100,000 naira just spray now.
If I get 100,000 naira, you let me so I'm supposed to go work for my side park enter my house.
Government wants start to the arrest people. Okay, sir. Now so the bus supposed to be. Okay. Why now? Why you never spread this bus to a dog color? Why? Then they use this kind of motor for kidnapping and armed robbery. We don't know who they use them.
Nipa, Domo. If they print the same motor to Taxi color, the same thing go see. They not go fit identify the number. I prefer the color code. Each vehicle go get number. So that number don't know trace the vehicle. If they say me all the vehicle paint to Taxi color, they not go fit trace the.
We go know the one wey be transport now.
So you know, so I prefer the color code. I just beg the state governor.
Okay, then they give you the code, may you not spray your bus.
Yes.
Okay, that's the code.
Yes, now number the code. Thank you.
Cinema, you supposed to spray this, but they use this kind of bus for armed robbery, for kidnapping. Yes, now.
Okay.
Government wants start to the arrest. They don't start now. They don't start now.
Okay, we'll
spray.
We'll go do one. We'll go do one. Okay, no one.
Waiting they happen.
Pledge to Nigeria, my country, to be faithful, loyal, and honest, and to serve Nigeria with all my strength. Shasha, why you never spray them now?
My brother, with the beg government, may help us.
Why you never spray them?
Of recent high school start. So with the beg government, may help us. May he give us more time. We never say we no go spray, we go spray, but may he give us time. May give us time. Like from now to June we go spray. But
from now to June,
at least now.
You know the yesterday they use it for kidnapping and armed robbery.
Oga, may you look my face. Like person like me now. I get strength to that motor. I can't use and rob. No now.
Okay, you be mini bus driver.
Yes.
Okay, hold on. What you want? I call. So all the color that says supposed to be. This is those state color code. Okay, na data call, na data you carry. You never spray to a dog color now.
Yeah, I will soon spray.
Spray now.
I hear you.
Hello. What do you see? What do you see, Oga?
You my brother. Now governor of the whole world they talk. You know all these millibus then they say the bad X no let them know the good one where they say because the atrocity atrocity where they are they commit.
All these many bus drivers.
Yes. So what I go tell government make if it want make it put numbers, make it know the routes away from the car and the route where they go, because there is a where goat run past now that they trace and pass.
Now where goat run past.
Now that they trace and pass. Now governor of the whole world they talk.
Oh boy, how far? It's clear. Why you never spread this bus to a dog color? You know yesterday they use many bus for armed robbery and kidnapping. Why you never go make the spray and make they put the color code for you?
I don't go. The guy they get many work for us, so somebody bring a con tomorrow in morning.
You know Basso? You know Basso? Sit there. I like your own. I like your own. So now so the color supposed to be yellow and red. That's what it's supposed to be. See another one. Confirm yellow and red. That's all the color supposed to be for all the mini bus for those states. Why you never spray this bus?
Waiting they happen.
Why you never spray this bus? Hold on. Why you never spray this bus to a do color? You spray am?
Yes.
A balance and carry?
Okay, balance and carry.
All these guys. Why you never spray the bus now? Did they use this kind of bus for armed robbery and kidnapping? You never hear? I'm not here. You just call. Why they tell me now? Bishop. Why you never spray this bus now? Okay. And then for street. Mini bus. However, each state get their own color. Lagos get their own, Ibadan get their own, Delta get their own, Bayelsa get their own. But if you see so many of the mini bus for those states, okay. Why you never spray this bus? Why? You know yesterday they use it for kidnapping and armed robbery and one chance. Government don't want una.
I go spray. I'll soon spray. But that kidnapping and one chance, it no be bus when they spray or when they not spray. They use anyone to do am.
Okay, but the one with
even when they spray, na just got the safe person. Whether they spray or they not spray, I agree with you.
Clear. I did. What's the news? Tinubu different.
Okay. You look my motto.
Okay. You are a senior man. You know, yesterday armed robber, kidnappers, they use this kind of bus. Yesterday night they do kidnapping. Why you never spray out to a do color?
Why I never spray?
Yes, no.
They talk about the color code, but we never see them.
Color code, yes.
And we need them.
Push up, you never see them. Carry your bus, go meet spray painter. Make spray painter spray them yellow and red. Then go meet the state government. When you give them your particulars, when they put everything for profile.
Okay, sir. We don't hear, sir.
Well, soon. I'll tell you the kind of people where you carry now.
Look there.
His Excellency, the executive governor of Edo State.
Don General.
I beg Ginger.
Don General.
Kidnapping now a normal business now for Nigeria.
Don General.
Color code. Most of the buses, mini bus and bus, they're not. See there, 1, 2. That's where they buy them. You know, say if you jam me, you jam masses. You know, yeah. Say they use this kind of bus to do armed robbery and kidnapping. That's why they come and say, "When I go spray on a bus to yellow and red, may you go get your color code number."
I will get that very soon. Because now they hear the information, so.
Okay. Castel no dey.
No dey.
And you not get television.
I not get television.
You not hear the information.
I dey work Monday to night.
But you know yesterday like this bus they take rob last night.
Me not hear that one.
You know who yesterday use to do kidnapping.
Me not hear that one at all. I'm going to open castle for my motor.
Castle, may they listen to Russia wife and they talk in the evening. They spray your boss. Why you never spray my guy? You might spray motor now. They used to do kidnapping yesterday. I've been at you.
For you, I understand you.
I pledge to Nigeria, my country, to be faithful, loyal, and honest, and to serve Nigeria with all my strength. Why you never spray this boss, Oga?
Waiting they happen.
What's supposed to be? Down they go. When are they share money? See them. No color code. I see you. See, I'm no color code. Look me for here. See, no color code. My men, they tell me say Super Eagles of Nigeria, they go win Morocco for this Africa Cup of Nations. I see you. You never spread this boss to a those state color code. They use this kind of boss do armed robbery and kidnapping yesterday.
No, not my mother. I said do am. Meanwhile, they also not be him. I not be him at all.
Okay, why you never spread the boss?
I never get money.
You never get color code.
Money not there. I not get money. The country get IB. Why sir?
You sure not be this one they use for armed robbery yesterday?
Look at the plate number well.
That's what it's supposed to be. And the color be this. Clear. Wow. Spread the boss. Spread the boss. Spread the boss. Oh, spread the boss. Spread the boss. Baba, how the family? Why you never spray this boss now?
Nobody was to spray on this week.
They use this guy boss do kidnapping yesterday. Oh.
I don't know.
Spray the boss now. Spray this boss now. Spray.
May come back.
When they spray, government say make they spray their boss to a dark color. Okay. So that more know the boss will be transport.
Yes, that's right. You are
because
right.
they use it for robbery and kidnapping.
Not be lie. It's too much for Benin. It's too much. With everybody, they even complain. It's too much.
May they spray the boss.
Yes, they will bless the governor. They go bless her.
Wait now. I bet more than enough vessel. They use this kind many boss do kidnapping yesterday.
Yes, they sure say no be lie again. They first do one the other day. They do fake video.
But why you never spread this boss?
They won't waste.
Spread this boss now.
They won't waste our time.
Spread this boss to
this one to don't call Abi.
Yes now.
No be lie you talk.
Red and yellow.
That be the best thing.
So now we gonna know the motor where kidnappers they use.
No be lie you talk. Na better you talk. So thank you.
Hello.
I won't see you now. I call you, say I won't see you now. You don't come.
I can see you on Sunday.
Like that.
I greet you.
That
is the governor. That is the governor. The governor. I greet you. That is the governor. Hello.
Waiting they happen.
For this street. Color code. Spray your boss. Color code. You know here. Say those state government say when spray on boss. Then they use this kind of boss for armed robbery and kidnapping.
Yes. But now this afternoon, now here say color code don't start. So now for us now, I want to be say Nigeria now to spray motor you don't dare. But before the month go finish, somebody like me, I'll spray my own because it's very, very important. But they use the bus, they do bad thing. Yes. Like this last Christmas, many people they complain. Some people, if they don't know you say you be drive away, they enter your motor always. They know going to enter motor.
Okay.
Yes. So that color code is very, very important. I support that one.
Then
but may they make the price cheap for people. I not tell you that may they make the price cheap for people. The color code make the price cheap for people because this government, like me as a transporter, they favor me. So that
favor you when yes. For 3 months you never pay anything like ticket to a state government or local government.
Yes.
They favor you.
Yes. So that color code is very, very important.
All the mini bus.
Yes, all the mini bus.
All the mini bus.
I say they use and they run taxi. Go do a but may they give us time. Say so time. Make sure say don't do a but we just enter January. But may they no put pressure because the country for now is hard. But may they give us so time 3 months time or 4 months time. Make sure say everybody don't get a motor color as the color code. So I support the government.
Nigeria versus Morocco.
Today, Nigeria will beat. Nigeria will beat. That's sure.
Hey, don't forget that Morocco and they host the
nah lie, we go win them. I trust Nigeria. 100%.
We'll beat Morocco.
Yes.
For tomorrow match, so.
Yes. I support them.
You sure?
Yes.
Move.
Thank you, sir.
That's the oldest boss, Vanette. Not sharp.
Well, sir.
Since when you buy this bus, why you not spray to wear no color?
Me, na color code that they use now. Come see. This one a union color code. Now they give me 006. Now will be the first one when we start up.
Okay.
Bring them up Golden Basic. This color code. The house code. If you go to the office now, they will bring.
If I go road transport employee, you reach here now.
If you reach their office now, they will bring this paper come out. 006. My name go show for them. Yes, sir.
I just the hear for the first time.
Now so it be. Now so.
So with this one, you don't need to spray red and yellow.
No need. Now that is why we no spray. When we get all this number, then we will not spray.
Pure water. Handkerchief.
Sulu, waiting they happen. Sulu, waiting they happen. Sulu, waiting they happen. Sulu, waiting they happen. ITV, certainly the best.
In the evening of the initiation day, all the newly initiated Edion danced to the residents of the Odion Way and also visited some homes of the various senior elders, where Chief Elder Ogbeide Onwonse was very conspicuous, especially at the country home of Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Osaro Igbenedion with his family on the night of the initiation. On the following morning, as part of the rite to be performed by the newly initiated Edion in Okada town, the initiates, led by Chief Elder Ogbeide Onwonse, visited the Esama of Benin, Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Osaro Igbenedion, at his Okada country home residence to pay homage and appreciate him for all he has done in the development of the community, which has placed Okada in world map. They also thanked him for his role in the success of their ceremony. They commended the Esama of Benin as a custodian of Benin cultural heritage and for revitalizing the age-long tradition of the age-grade ceremony.
Everywhere,